Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Review Time. I'm your host, Islip, and today I'm off to the side. I'm actually over here, sitting next to the camera towards the front. See? And today I'm reviewing things a little bit differently than normal. I mean, in a different angle, and that's because I'm reviewing a big figure, if you will. I'm going to be reviewing the Power Up Destruction upgrade set. Whoops. From Junkion Blacksmith for Devastator. So you can see on the box, this is all the instruction you actually get. There's no instruction booklet. It's like with their little headmasters, you don't get an instruction set, you just get pictures on the box, and that's pretty much it. But that's okay because it's actually doesn't look very difficult. It comes in a tray with a clamshell cover, and here you can see all the parts. See the two Devastator heads. You have the classic Devastator toy head, and then you've got the cartoon head, which actually looks more cartoony than the other heads I've seen. I'm not going to say whether that's good or bad. You've got the forearms, you've got the remolded chest piece. You've got the legs. Where the heck did this extra barrel come from? For some reason, you've got an extra barrel that I just realized was here. This is an extra barrel of theirs in green. It actually came with a purple one, which is already on the... I already took the liberty of putting it on Mixmaster. I took out the X-Transbot version. So I'm going to use the Encore Devastator set with this upgrade set, and then for comparison I'm going to put the other set together on the bootleg version I've got. So I can show off the good, the bad, the whatever. It's got this gun here, and then it's got this piece here, which at first I didn't figure out what it was until I looked at the back of the box. It actually fits over this, and it has pegs on it that fit into peg holes in the hands, so that he can actually hold his gun. So already a real nice improvement over the X-Transbot version. I'm going to try to leave my biasness for what CHMS is doing to Daisuke, and I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible as far as this set goes. So from this point out, I will not be mentioning CHMS, and that's that. So let's get this guy together. Get out Mixmaster. Make sure it's in the... I'm looking at the screen from a different angle, so if I ever get out of shot or if my face gets in the way, please forgive me. Let's move the tray over here for now. Get our scrapper and get them in their modes ready. Excuse me. Long haul and waist mode. He'll take hook and get him into his mode for transformation. So that's that. Hopefully, fingers crossed that the head pieces fit better. We got I forget who this is. Scavenger, is it? Yeah, Scavenger. And Bone Crusher. They're pretty much already in their modes. So let's get started. I guess we'll start with the legs first. So here is the leg piece. It's pretty nice. Let's see. It's got ratchety outward movement. Very scary, actually. It does rotate at the upper thigh and bends at the knee. And it only bends one way, so you don't get confused. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Let's put the angles out like this. Just actually Well, I don't know which one will work better. So we'll take this, we'll slide him in. And it's actually, if you look, see this right here? This is where this would slide into. Like, there's a recess to account for this part here, this little, so you don't rub it off or anything. So fits in there pretty nice. It's okay. It doesn't stay in super well, but actually it's staying in a lot better than the X-Transbot one was. The X-Transbot was, every time you bent the thing, it was guaranteed to come out. Okay, so we'll take him and he plugs in. He plugs in pretty nice and smooth. Not bad, actually. Pretty nice and smooth. And there we go. And already, look, no tipping over. No, it's not. I mean, it's not. Yeah, no tipping over. That's actually pretty nice. So let's see what it's going to be like with long haul on it, though. So we'll take him and... Oh, okay. And there's a piece right here that goes in between the metal parts of long haul's legs. And we'll... I hope I didn't just run into... Looks like I just ran into my first problem. The hole for long haul is not big enough to accommodate the hole for the waist piece. Damn. Oh, well, I got it in. Never mind. But there we go. And okay, now it's tipping. But yeah, it's tipping. So, but that's just inherent with the figure. I don't think there's any set that doesn't have the tipping over issue. But it only started tipping over when I put long haul on there. Before I put him on there, he was fine. Okay, I think I just almost fixed the tipping issue. There we go. I fixed it, sort of. Don't know how well that's going to work, but now we'll take... We got two heads, and they're both on ball joints. And they're light piped. Let's see. Do I have any way to show off the light piping? Okay, hold on a minute. No, I don't have any way to... Oh, I'll just turn the camera around. See, I'm using natural light this time, so we'll take a... Oops, turn the head the other way. And there you can kind of see the light piping. There we go. See? Nice light piping. The other head has the nice light piping as well. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but there's so much back there. It's having a hard time focusing. So let's get this back on. I'm in my sister's room again, and so here we go. Let's see if this will fit. I hope this will fit. I'll be a little upset if it doesn't, but I paid significantly less than I did for the other one, so... And... Actually, it slid on pretty well, and it's... You can see it's holding on so much better. So, that goes here. And there's no waist turning on this one. But again, this was about $20 less than the X-Transbot version. So bend his legs up just a little bit forward so that he can stand better. I had him standing for a second. All right. So there he is so far. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. This would have been... I would have liked this better if this was a different color. Purple or silver, but it's probably going to be for another recolored release or something. So I'm not even worried about it. Even if not, I can always paint it if I decide to paint it. So get the arms on. So here we go. Whoops. Get that on there. Come on. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Okay, get that on there. Just notice that the thing isn't pegging in all the way. There's a little bit of space there where it's not pegged in all the way. But that's okay. It's pegged in enough. Let's see. It's pegged in enough. It's holding him. So there's that. Let's take Bone Crusher. We'll put the arm on first, and then we'll attach him. So stick that in there. And there we go. There's that, and we'll just stick them on and hope for the best. So far, it's holding on good. Okay. So there's that, and the freaking leg pieces keep popping up. There we go. Popping off. Don't pop off. Pop. No, stay on locked. That's the only problem I have with this guy, is that for some reason the legs don't stay locked. I'm gonna prop him up against the back there for now because I don't feel like fighting with him. And we'll take the chest piece. Let's bring this in just a little bit. Oh, wrong way. We'll take the chest piece and we'll. Now they've only got one peg for it to hook on, so there's no, I guess, no guesswork. I guess, you know, just kind of plug it in there, and still got the little tab for it to hook onto the front of the hook, but it doesn't. And that's it. That's the figure. Now it looks pretty. It looks pretty nice. It actually looks like the show. The head is. It's a little plainer. Let's go up close. It's a little plainer than the other head that I've got. Where is it? If you can look, this one this one is just better. I'm not gonna lie. The X-Transbot one is better, but this one, see, it's still hooked on. Part of it came off and it was still hooked in. It's not. He's not falling off. So there's one problem fixed. So there's that. Trying to figure out how to get him to stand without falling down. Oops. It doesn't help that I'm on I'm doing this on with my sister's bed. So there we go. See, a lot of these things I see, they're either standing straight up, or because of the weight distribution issues. So there's not much you can do about that. Stay up there. And he looks like he does on the show. He's very tall and thin. You can see one issue that this thing has that I'm a little unhappy about, and that's the paint isn't really all that great. You can see right here, if I'm pointing, there we go. You can see there's a noticeable smidge right there, but overall, this set is actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice representation, and it looks like he does on the cartoon. So I'm going to pause the camera for a minute, and I'm going to assemble the X-Transbot version and put them side to side. And now we've got the two standing side by side. And the differences are, well, this one's slightly taller, but that's actually only because the set, the bootlegs, the knockoffs are ever so slightly longer, taller. I don't know what the right word is. But they are slightly oversized. So otherwise, they stand about the same height. The only real difference is, besides the fact that this set does not want to stay together, and some of the plastic doesn't quite match even on that set. But this set here, it's truer to the cartoon model, except for this part. This part should have been silver, I believe. But you know, that could probably be either or. But this is truer in the looks, the slimness, the fact that there is a lot of detail not on there that is on here. Like, let's see if I can zoom in on the heads. Like I was saying, let's go with the hands. We'll start with the hands instead. Now, the Junkion Blacksmith hands are simpler. Okay, we've got the fist. There's no movement in the wrist. The movement is right above the elbow. The hand opens. It's just one paddle hand, basically. All the fingers are stuck together, and whoops, oh, wasn't expecting that, and the thumb moves all at one spot. I wonder if, nope, they don't come off. And there's a hole right here. There's a peg hole right here for the gun. But right there, they've already taken care of a lot of the issues that one had. Now, the hands don't look as nice as the hands over there do, but they function a lot better. You've got a fist, you've got an open hand. So, I'm not even going to bother putting it back on just yet. Okay, so let's move on. And you can see, this one can hold his gun pretty well. This one, you see the gun is drooping. Even if you had the gun straight out, it would still be kind of drooping and loose. And if you did any little thing, it would pop. See, it's just loosely in there. But I gotta admit, this gun here looks a lot better than the other one does. Can't lie. All right, so next thing, we'll look at the legs. These legs are slim as hell. It goes great with the G1 cartoon aesthetic. These legs have a lot more detail and are thicker, and in my opinion, for the most part, look better than those. However, there's this one problem, and there's no reason for that to be two pieces, because this set doesn't attach to the individual figures like the other one did. There's no reason for that to be two pieces. Whereas here, the groin piece is part of the legs and the crotch. It's perfect. Now we go to the chest shields, and that one is long and thin, just like the show. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, because to be honest with you, it's okay. It works with the show aesthetic, but I like the colors and the detail on this one better. The only thing I don't like about this is that it swoops in. That's stupid. I don't care who drew it like that or whatever. I don't like it. It's dumb. There's no reason for it to look like it's melting. So we've covered the hands, and now I'll show you. See, now I fixed the hands here. I crazy glued the hands at an angle so they're like this, and it holds the gun, and it doesn't look bad. All right, and sorry for the jump cuts. For some reason, my batteries keep dying on me, and I charged them. So, all right. So we've already covered the legs, the crotch, the hands. The hands look great on this guy now that I've got them so they don't fall out. They look better than that one, but those are still more functional than these are. So, and the last part that we have to cover is the head. There's no waist articulation on this guy. There is on this guy, but he doesn't stay together well enough to use it. So, hold on. All right, there. I used the super zoom. You can see the head. It looks nice, but it's very plain. And it's there's a reason for it to be very plain because the animation model of the head was very plain. He looks better that he has the visor down. Sometimes the animation model in almost the same, like in one frame would have regular eyes which looked stupid, and then in another frame had the animation had the goggles down. I mean the eyes don't look bad. Whoops, the eyes don't look bad on this one because that's that's the way it's supposed to look. But on that, it's not supposed to have eyes. It's supposed to have goggles. So that looks good. However, I think this one looks much better. It's not animation accurate, but it's got more detail and it just has a better sense of menace. We can turn it to the side profile. That chin definitely helps. You turn the other one to the side and holy cow, where'd the rest of his head go? Full-size head? What the flip? So in this respect, the X-Transbot version wins. Just on the head sculpt. Although if you want to keep yours true to the animation model, that's the one you want. If you want it more to the comic book styles, that's what you want. So now I'm going to see if we can mix and match stuff. Well, I know we can mix and match a lot of this. I want to see the part that I'm interested in. The only problem I still have is with the head, the piece that holds the head on, and it popping the hook right off real easily. So I'm going to redo the that I did, the experiment, and I'm going to take this piece here that had this head, the Junkion Blacksmith, head, and I popped it off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this head, which will not fit on here because the ball is too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take do a temporary fix, and that is I'm going to put some paper here to thicken it up just a little bit. Let me put two pieces. Maybe that'll work better. And see if I can get it to stay on a little tighter. There we go. So there we go. It actually fits. Now how does it work with the other set? Oh, whoops. We're going to take this, get it back in its proper configuration, and take this and push it on here. And it doesn't have any way to clip on, but you put it on and look, it's holding on so much better. It doesn't have a clip or anything. It's just made so much better. So there we go. And then we'll go and take him and put him back on his regular body, because I know the rest of it will work. And there you have it. There you have it. You have if you happen to have already made the mistake of buying the X-Transbot version, after you make a couple of fixes to it, there you go. You've got to hold on for a minute so I can pause the camera and zoom back out again. There you go. So now you've got grown-up Devastator, and it comes with two heads, so you can have both versions. You can have the animated, if you have two Devastators, you can have the animated model, and you can have the comic book model. So there's that. There's that. You can mix and match pieces. You don't. If you end up having both sets, you're not locked into one only goes with one and one goes with the other. If you need to cannibalize pieces, the only piece you can't cannibalize is this stupid piece here, because they made this piece really bad. Because otherwise this would have been great, because they would have added a swivel that he didn't have. But he doesn't really need it. He's Devastator. And that's pretty much it. That's my review of this guy. Oh, well, not of that, of this guy right here, of the Junkion Blacksmith. Um, Power of Destruction. And it's kind of funny. This is Power of Destruction. Junkion Blacksmith has power. And look at this thing. This thing looks really nice on the cover. But it's got silver. It's got silver here on the legs instead of the green, which would have actually worked out a lot better than just having one long green piece. And then on the back here, you can see they've got a picture of the green barrel instead of the purple one, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It's still a nice box. It's cardboard. It doesn't have a shine. It's matte. It lists what's also available. The Infinity Warfare set, both versions, both colors, you know, Part A, Part B. I need to get Part B because I've got Part A already. And also available the Justice Leader, Evil Leader, Tactical Officer Hyper Mode, Earth Commander, which is, these are the new three. The Earth Commander is the Ultra Magnus, Broadcaster is Blaster, Destruction Lord is Megatron, Justice Leader is Prime, Evil Leader is Scourge or Dark or Black Convoy. Tactical Officer and Tactical Officer Hyper Mode are Soundwave and Sound Blaster. So yeah, Junkion Blacksmith has not let me down. Junkion Blacksmith has proved my faith in them yet again. So I'm going to go ahead and advocate. This set looks better now that it holds together, but this set holds together much better, and it's a very good representation of the cartoon model. It looks great. It looks great. It looks great. It does what it needs to do, and it's cheaper. It's not as expensive as that one. So I'm going to go ahead and say, get it. Don't even think about it. Get that set. Okay, if you don't have money for the Crazy Devi sets, and most of us don't, or if you want to have a Devastator that looks like the cartoon model rather than the comic book model or whatever, get it. Don't even think about it. Get it. And then you can get parts that, you know, like if you happen to unfortunately get this set here, there are parts that come with this one that you can use to help fix that one. And mix and match. You don't have to have all the pieces, you know, of both sets to, you know, it can work on its own. You can mix and match. So you're not losing by getting this set here. This set does what it's supposed to do. It upgrades. It's an accessory set. All right? This one doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to work, and it doesn't. This one works. Get it. All right? So that's it. I'm iSlip.